Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for 24th October 2020 and this is for class 11th, and we are into the revision mode. We are revising chapter number 6, Morphology of Flowering Plants, and in relation to that chapter in theory we have a experiment in the practicals, that is families. So you need to describe the families, morphology of it. You need to have a floral diagram to be drawn and floral formula to be written. So a flower will be given, a twig will be given, and you need to describe everything right from the root, stem, leaf, branches, flower, bud, and draw floral diagram as well as write floral formula. This is the major question in your practicals. So we continue with where we have left yesterday. We talk of now estivation, arrangement of sepals and petals with respect to one another. That's called estivation. In that there are types: valvate, the sepals and petals close to each other without overlapping or maybe in contact with each other. That's valvate. Twisted, overlapping is regular. One margin of the sepal or petal overlap the next member and the other margin is overlapped by the previous. Third, imbricate. Out of 5 sepals and petals, one is completely internal, being overlapped on both margins, and one is completely external with the rest of the members arranged as in twisted estivation. And quincuncial, out of the 5 sepals petals, 2 are completely internal, 2 external, and one has one margin external and other margin internal. That is 1 plus 2 plus 2. And then vexillary. Out of the 5 sepals and petals, the posterior one is the largest. So you have written, remember when we were discussing about this theory part, I wrote 1 plus 2 within bracket and 2. And one is the largest, and the external almost completely covering 2 lateral members, which in turn overlap the 2 small anterior sepals. Now when you are reading this, you need to draw the diagram. What is valvate, what is twisted? You need to draw the diagram or keep the diagram with you and try to search a flower with this estivation in your garden, in your native place. Number of stamens. The number of stamens may vary from few to many in different flowers. Cohesion. Stamens may be free or united. Cohesion means united. If united, they can be of the following type. 1. Syngenesis. Filaments are free and anthers are united. Anthers are united like sunflower. Synandrous. Stamens fused all through their length like in cucurbita. Then adelphous. Anthers remain free and filaments are united. Adelphous condition can be monodelphous. Mono means single. United to form one bundle, like we said China rose. Didelphous. United to form 2 bundles, like in green pea, watani. Poly means many, many delphous. United into more than 2 bundles. Example, lemon. And then adhesion. Fusion of stamens with other parts of the flower. That's adhesion. Epi means upon. Petalous, petal. Stamens fused with petals like sunflower and datura. Epiphyllous. Stamens fused with perianth. What is perianth? Remember? The both sepals plus petals is the tepals, I said. Tepals is perianth, like lily. And then attachment of filament to anther. Basifixed. Filament attached to the base of anther, like in mustard. Adnate. Filament attached along the whole length of the anther, like in magnolia. Continuing, dorsifixed. Filament is attached to the back of anther, like in passion flower. And versatile. Anther lobes attached with filament in the middle portion with both ends free. Graminae family. Lobes of the anther, that is rooms, when you take the anther, there will be rooms inside. Monothecous. Anther is single lobed, only one room is there. And if the anther is divided into two portions, two rooms are there, then bilobed. And dehiscence, that is when the anther becomes matured and it breaks open, the pollen grains are released. So release of pollen grains is dehiscence. Porous, pollens released through pores like in brinjal, potato. Longitudinal, pollens released through the longitudinal slit of anther lobes like in China rose, cotton, etc. Moving ahead, Ganesium, position of the ovary. Epigynous, I said epi means upon, that is position of the ovary is inferior to other floral parts. You must remember epi means upon, other things are upon, that means ovary is below, inferior ovary, mustard and China rose. Perigynous, other floral parts are attached around the ovary, means neither inferior nor superior. Whereas hypo means lower. Okay, hypo, what is lower? Other parts are lower. Once other parts are lower, naturally ovary is superior. So superior ovary is hypogynous flower. Example, sunflower. Question: if number of carpels are more than one, carpel, what is carpel? The female reproductive part. Apocarpus, carpels are free. Each carpel has its own style and stigma. Example, rose. Syncarpus means, syn means fused. Carpels are fused. Ladyfinger and tomata. And number of locules, when we take the section of the ovary, inside rooms are there, I said. Unilocular, only one room is there inside the ovary. Rose and pea. Bilocular, two rooms will be there, two locules like in datura. Multilocular, many locules will be there like in lady's finger and China rose. Then finally, placentation. Placentational, the way the ovules are attached to the walls of the ovary, that is placentation. So marginal placentation, the placenta forms a ridge along the ventral suture of the ovary and the ovules are born on this ridge. Axial placentation, the ovary is partitioned into several chambers or locules and the placenta are born along the septa of the ovary like in tomato and chenros. Parietal, the ovules develop on the inner wall of the ovary or the peripheral part. Ovary unilocular, but in some cases becomes a two-chambered due to formation of false septum like in mustard. Free central, ovules are born on central axis and septa are absent like in chilies. Basal, placenta develops at the base of the ovary like in sunflower. All these will be seen under microscope only when you take the section. You have to take transfer section of the ovary, TS of ovary, then you understand whether the placentation is marginal, axial, parietal, free, basal. Okay, and you need to observe this, then come to conclusion. Now, estivation, just now we said these diagrams are to be parallel, side by side, the theory part of it and the diagram. Like valvate, you can see the margins either may be touching or not. Twisted, you can see the overlapping of one petal or sepal. Imbricate, you can see 2 plus 2 plus 1 arrangement. And quincunxial D, again the variety of way, this is free but others are overlapping. And vexillary, 1 plus 2 plus 2, one big one and two small ones, another two small ones, but they are fused here like this. So this is estivation. And of course we have covered this in our video classes also. You can just revise this. Similarly, question of Stamens Syngenesis, all the stamens are attached. And Synandrous B, here also you can see the attachment. Monodelphus in C, mono means single, you can see the single attachment. Monodelphus. Didelphus, 1 plus 9 arrangement, I said this is one separate bundle and these are all another bundle. And then Polydelphus, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is Polydelphus. And then adhesion of stamens, you can see this is actually petals. On petals the stamens are attached. Then epipetalous or epiphyllous. And then attachment of filaments to anther, like we said, base fixed, the base is fixed. Adenate, you can see vertical arrangement. Dorsifix, dorsally it is fixed. And versatile, like a boat, it's just moving on. And anther lobes, Dithecus, two theca, two rooms are there. Monothecus, only one room is there. Coming ahead, dehiscence pattern of Anther, porous. You can see the holes here. Through these holes, pollen grains will be released, and through the slit, longitudinal slit, the pollen grains will be dehiscensed. And then the position of the ovary. Of course, already 2-3 times we have discussed about this epigynous. You can see the ovary position. All other things are up, ovary is inferior. Perigynous, neither superior nor inferior. And then D, hypogynous. You can see here the ovary is superior, all other parts are, even the anthers are coming, see, below they are originating. That's why we say hypogynous. And question of carpels, apocarpus, free there, and syncarpus, all are fused. And of course you can see the ovules, the syncarpus also. This is how the attachment will be there in that. So with that, we'll go ahead again, we'll see another characteristics of that. And today's session, whatever you are seeing, I want you to draw the diagrams and understand the concept. Don't think, sir, this many technical words, how to remember. The best way to remember this is have a flower in your hand and observe.